Welcome to Vikings basketball with head coach Jase Coburn. The Portland State Vikings are going to play Big Sky Conference games for the first time this season right here behind us in the Viking Pavilion this week. Eastern Washington Thursday night at 7 p.m. Then Idaho Saturday at 2 p.m. The Vikings very excited to get Big Sky Conference play started at home. Coach, let's talk some Vikings basketball. Before we talk conference play, I'm going to ask you one question about non-conference play. You brought in 8 new players this year. You beat 4 teams from different conferences in non-conference play. You've had a lot of things to put together. Give us a quick evaluation. 8-5 in your non-conference play.
Yeah, it's one of the best records we've had here at Portland State, and very proud of the guys for being able to gel and come together. We played some really good competition, some really good teams, against some really good players and good coaches, and really proud of what we did in the non-conference. I think it, showed us that we are a good team, and we just need to keep it rolling.
And coming out of conference play, you led the Big Sky in scoring, more than 83 points per game. You've really had a lot more pace this year than in previous seasons. Was that your goal, to really get the speed going forward? I know you got a lot of really athletic guys. It seems that it really plays to their strengths.
Yeah, I mean, obviously one of the things we really like to do is play fast. We've got some big guys who can really move and have worked really hard on getting themselves in great condition and great shape. And then obviously we've got really good talented athletes and scorers to be able to run in transition. And then the other big part of it too is we have really good guards who can advance the ball and push the ball by the dribble also. We have been playing really fast this year, we hope to continue to do that.
All right, and as you mentioned, some guys that can play at pace and push the ball. Keont Myers has come in at point guard, done very, very well, leads the Big Sky in assists. Jalen Henderson leading the Vikings in scoring right now at about 15 points per game. That's a good starting point for you guys. But you've also got improved play from Isaiah Johnson, improved play from Trevon Minot, off the bench. Terry Miller, Hayden Curtis, Cole Farrell have all been playing very, very well. Shane Noel has come in and been a fixture in your starting lineup. I think you have to be pleased with, the new players are playing well and the returning players have upped their games.
Yeah, it's all part of the process of gelling a team together. I think that's something we've always done really well here at Portland State, is being able to incorporate new players in with the returning players, and just have it all gel and have it all work. Hats off to our guys for, both ways, for the returning guys to be able to accept the new guys knowing that they're coming into a new environment and new situation and new team. And fortunately for us, it's clicked so far to this point. And part of it too has a lot to do with recruiting and bringing the types of people that we wanted here. Whether that's basketball skill or personality. So that's really helped.
And you've had a pretty consistent starting lineup in recent games, but over the course of the season, you've started 8 guys. You've had 7 different players lead the team in scoring. I know you like that. It's a team that's really shared the ball. Different night, a different guy has stepped up and contributed. That's got to be gratifying as well.
I think one of the biggest things for us is that we're a team, and that's how this program is built. It's not ever going to be built around one specific person or 2 specific people. We're going to be a team and play team basketball. We're going to defend and rebound and run the floor and share the ball. And I just think that, from a chemistry standpoint, you got a much better chance to have a great team when, everybody feels a part of it. So, that's one thing we're always going to strive to do.
Great. Let's get a move forward to Big Sky play. Coach, you did start last Saturday at Sacramento State. You did take a loss, and something that we haven't seen. Sacramento State did a good job of slowing you down, something we haven't seen in a long, long time. The Vikings only scoring 53 points. Maybe give us a few words on what they did successfully and how you're going to turn those things around for this week's game.
Yeah, credit to Sac State and their coaching staff and their players for executing their plan out. I thought they had a great plan. And we have to get better, myself included. We've got to have a better plan for the next time we play them. And it's obviously not the way we wanted to start out conference, but we'll be ready to roll Thursday night.
All right, and looking ahead to this week's games, this pavilion should be rocking. And the reason I say that, the Vikings averaging over 80 points a game. Eastern Washington comes in at nearly 80 points per game. no disrespect, they rank last in points allowed. So I think we're going to see a lot of points on Thursday night. And then on Saturday, Idaho comes in. They're the #1 3-point shooting team in terms of makes and percentage. They're in the high 70s in terms of scoring. Should be really exciting Big Sky basketball coming this week.
Yeah, we've got two outstanding teams coming in this week that are both very talented and both had a pretty good week last week. Playing against two tough teams this past week, and we know both teams are going to be well coached, so it'll be exciting. Like you just said, they both can really score the ball, and they've got really talented players at every spot, so it'll be a fun week.
And each team 1-1 right now in the Big Sky, and each team coincidentally defeated Montana State, the defending tournament champion from the past 2 seasons. So good wins for them at home. Coach, as you look at the teams, first Eastern Washington, a new head coach, Dan Monson, and a whole bunch of new players, even more new players than the Vikings have. How do you look at that matchup? He's a guy who's been around. I think this is his 28th season as a collegiate head coach, very well known, has had tremendous success. How do you feel about matching up against him for the first time?
Yeah, obviously we know that he's a great coach and done great things throughout the course of his career, and totally respect that. But at the same time, we got to be able to play our game and get after it in our way and our style. So it'll be an exciting matchup. But we know that they've played a really hard non-conference schedule. And they've gotten some good wins, but yeah, it'll be a good game, and fully expecting them to be well coached and a lot of talented players, but we'll be ready.
All right, Coach, 2 games at home this week. I know you want good crowds, you want a lot of noise, but the most important thing is what happens on the court. What are going to be the keys to victory for the Vikings in this week's 2 games?
Yeah, I mean, we got to get back to playing our style. I think over the course of the 4-game win streak that we just came off of, we were able to play our style, and we're going to need to make some adjustments when other people make adjustments and things like that. It's an ongoing process throughout this whole conference play, because people are going to try and take the things away that you do well, and then you got to be able to counter it and make the adjustments and carry out the plan. And so, we got to get out there, play our style, and then make the adjustments as we go.
All right, Vikings basketball right here at home this week. The Vikings hosting Eastern Washington Thursday at 7 p.m., Idaho Saturday at 2 p.m. Come on out. It's a great environment. It's going to be great basketball. If you can't come to the Viking Pavilion, you can watch the games on ESPN+. For all your information on Vikings basketball, go to GoVikes.com.